Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We bring you stories of faith, love, and devotion. Yeah, just kidding, please help us grow by hitting that like button. Now on to the story. I am a completely unsuspecting fool. After 38 years of marriage, 3 grown married children, and 5 precious grandchildren, she pulls this shit. I have worked my ass off to finally be debt-free and 2 years away from retirement. She tells me she is in Arizona for an educators conference she is required to attend. I dropped her lying ass off at the airport with plans to pick her up Thursday. A co-worker of mine is in Vegas for a PBR event. He sent me a picture of her in a casino with our primary care physician. So, it's Christmas and all the kids are coming here. I have looked forward to hunting with my son and grandsons. I don't know if I should blow the thing to hell, or play it cool until after Christmas. I guess I could gather more evidence if I just pick her up and act as if all is well. I am not sure I can do that, but the other choice is to devastate my children at a terrible time of the year. This bitch sang a solo in church Sunday before she caught a flight on Monday to spend the week ducking the doctor. I have never suspected her cheating in over 40 years of our relationship. I damn sure never have. I guess the life I was so secure in is over. I am glad my parents are not here to see this. I may just catch a flight tomorrow and find their ass. Probably used different names. The hell of it is both my brothers are dead and there is nobody I can tell this shit to. Maybe the pastor. Hell, she is probably blowing him too. Duck duck duck. Is he married? Pick her up from the airport and drop her off at his house. This is an awesome idea. Everyone will tell you to hang fire, but that's very difficult to do. Gaining evidence then suing him will reimburse a lot of any divorce costs. On the other hand, since Vegas is in the equation, you could get one now to catch them tonight and at the airport, or bluff them. Show your wife the picture, say you know everything, and that if she doesn't want this ruined Christmas, she has better come clean and not hold back, because you'll know if she's lying. One lie and you will also tell her lover's family. If she doesn't cry, she is an evil person and I'm sorry your life has been a lie for a while. If she does, she is manipulating you and buying time. Demand her phone. Throw her out if she doesn't. She should feel the facade she has built is crashing down and she is helpless because you are strong and will not yield. I would do this at the airport car park. Pack a case of her necessities and have it in the trunk. Drop her and it off at her friend's/family's house. Tell her that when she left to go to Vegas, she left you, and she is not coming back to the house. Change the locks and locks for the cars. Take her off the credit and debit cards that are shared. She will be absolutely shell-shocked and out of control, but you must keep your cool, and not give in. There are probably all kinds of legal things that can get her back in, but not immediately. Consult an attorney before you kick her out. You should be able to shame her into leaving on her own. Regardless, there is no way we would be sleeping under the same roof. Oh, and tape/video everything. That way you can keep a lid on your behavior, and regardless of being allowable as court evidence, it is evidence to friends and family. Update: struggling. I was advised to move my updates to this sub from r/cheating stories. I came home from the camp last Thursday evening. She was home. I was exhausted from not being able to sleep, and our conversation was minimal. Friday night we had our Christmas gathering with her mother and 3 sisters at our house. I was able to pull that off without her suspecting anything. Saturday was gone most of the day, and after church Sunday I returned to my camp. My son and grandson met me and my oldest grandson there Sunday night. We hunted all week, and I returned home tonight. We have no plans for tomorrow. Our children and grandchildren will attend church with us Sunday and then come here for Christmas lunch and gifts. I have been able to control my emotions in a manner no one has suspected the life-changing situation I am in. I have reconsidered the method I am going to use to reveal her affair. I am not going to confront her on Christmas. I have an appointment with my attorney Tuesday morning. I intend to get all the evidence he and the investigator have gathered, along with the divorce papers he has drawn up. I intend to have my son and 2 daughters come to our house for a family meeting and expose her affair to them as well as confront her at the same time. I want to do this Tuesday night. I am not sure at this point how I will confront the doctor and his wife. My intentions are to destroy his reputation and career through any means available to me. Thanks for your messages of support. I am not sure at this point how I will confront the doctor and his wife. My intentions are to destroy his reputation and career through any means available to me. Don't forget to look into malpractice suits. You deserved a better op. Go to the doctor's home right after you leave your wife. Take her devices so she can't warn him. Edit. Op. I know it's not a consolation prize, but out of bettiness after you win that malpractice lawsuit, look that doc in the eye and say thanks for the free trip to Vegas doc. Sorry you're on this sub, my friend. Sounds like you know what you want to do and have a plan. Doesn't your wife question any of your behaviors as of late? Do you plan to bring any lawsuits? I sure wish I could have pursued that path when I caught my next WW cheating with her army general boss. Follow all your lawyer's directions on exposing the AP, you might affect your ability to bring a suit against him and his practice. Remember, AP's OBS probably has no idea, be nice to her. Be careful when informing your family, it sounds like something that is needed, but I'd talk to your kids separately from your wife. Exposing your wife in front of your kids may be a little over the top, and may damage your relationship with your kids. Do you plan to expose your wife to the church? Cheating is one of those hypocritical aspects I grew up despising in my church. There were so many cheaters, elders included, acting as though they were better than everyone else. My family didn't have money, but we didn't cheat. Did you or your family have any luck hunting? When I was dealing with my next WW cheating and divorce, the only place I felt at peace was out white-tailed deer hunting in a shack or fishing for walleyes in my boat. I wish you well in this time of pain and sadness. Be well. My children are grown. My son killed a good buck. Both chaps got a basket buck. 8 and 6 point. I want my children there to help monitor my emotions. The church will be aware. My wife sings in the choir with his wife. Have the lawyer or the buyer informed you of any of the content they've found? Do they have the smoking gun, so to speak? I don't know every detail, but yes, the lawyer is satisfied with the evidence obtained. Update: we made it through Christmas with my children, grandchildren, and in-laws. Monday morning I went and saw my pastor and told him the situation. He facilitated a meeting with my AP's wife. We agreed to confront our spouses on Monday night, requiring them to write a detailed letter of the affair. I did not allow my wife to say anything to me. I told her I knew she was in Vegas and who she was with. I told her to write the letter of detail, and if there was any contradiction to evidence I had, there would be no chance of reconciliation. Tuesday morning I met with an attorney and obtained evidence collected and received advice from my attorney. Tuesday afternoon met with AP's employer demanding he be terminated. He was today. Tuesday night my children came and their mother told them what she had done. They are shocked and hurt. My wife went home with my daughter and remains there still. I am trying to decide my best course of action. I see no path to reconciliation. I will determine what other action to take with AP after I am sure of what I need to do with my own marriage. She confessed to everything and gave an answer for every specific detail I required in her letter. Thanks for your well wishes. I am doing fine considering where I am. It's scorched earth time. Way to go, Op. Thanks for the update. I'm glad you're on the right track to getting your life back together. How long was she going behind your back? When thinking about it, have you noticed red flags that you missed? Any reconciliation should come after divorce, in which she just takes the clothes on her back. This Proceed with the divorce and don't even consider reconciliation unless she begs for it and offers major concessions. Story 2. Just found out my wife has been having an affair. Need support. Father of 3, oldest is 10. Just found out my wife has been having an affair for about 15 months with the husband of a couple we are close with. I can't imagine ever trusting her again, but I am so scared of losing my family. I confronted her and after initial denial she fessed up. Her app history has basically it all documented except for the physical aspect. I can't imagine life without her and I can't imagine what a divorce would do to our kids, but how could we possibly come back from this? I don't know what to do. Get tested. Seek legal counsel. Don't rush forgiveness or reconciliation. Trauma from cheating is real. You will likely suffer through PTSD. Don't let your wife pressure you to accept her apology and begin acting like cheating did not happen. She should be doing the work of gaining your trust, not you making the supreme effort of forgetting what she did. I have to agree that PTSD from being cheated on is real. I've been divorced for 12 years and I am still not able to fully commit to the wonderful woman I'm with. My dad left my mom for another woman 40 years ago and she still cries about it even though he came back and has been faithful for the last 38-ish years. Watching her cry about that while I was crying about how I might never feel whole again was a kick to the gut. She said the pain is always there, but it won't always feel like a gaping wound. 15 months is a huge betrayal. That 15 months of lies and secrecy. Just total disrespect. You need to put your wife out of the house and think very carefully about your and your children's future. Speak to the betrayed wife. She needs to know. 15 months isn't an affair, it's a full-blown relationship. Pop ain't gonna get over this and he's never gonna trust her again. It's time for STD tests, DNA for the kids, a real good divorce attorney, quality financial advice, and a mature and workable exit strategy. If Op stays, he'll have zero respect for the man in the mirror very quickly. Update, father of 3, oldest 10 D-Day plus 3. Update. I should first preface this with I realize I am only 3 days in, so I am only beginning the process of comprehending all of this, but nevertheless, here we go. Update, I am never one to do anything on social media or even write a product review, let alone spill my guts here. I want to send this update to show my appreciation for all of you that offered your perspective and advice since I discovered the truth on Christmas morning. A few things, and please do me the favor of, for the sake of argument, take it at its face. WW has shown complete remorse. Cut off all contact and has completely gone all in on how it is no problem, no lingering feelings or anything. In her words, the attraction was that he was that outlet to be someone other than mom, wife, etc. Again, we can litigate the truthfulness of all of this, but no one will truly know until time passes. I confronted the AP, he and his wife and our kids all friends. I was never really close with him, but my wife was best friends with her and our kids got along, so I was always cool with it. A couple hours after I originally found out, went to his house during his family Christmas party and made him confess. I allowed time for him to come clean and he didn't, so I told his wife everything. I downloaded the WhatsApp chat history. Wife is fine with me having it and not deleting it off her phone either, though she obviously would rather answer any questions than have me constantly going back down the rabbit hole reading it all, and screenshotted the first few texts and sent to him with a note to stay away from my family. He is fearful for his safety and has fully agreed to never attempt any contact ever again. Again, for argument's sake, let's say he sticks to that. WW and I have been having very open conversations and she has been completely transparent this far. WW already read How to Help Your Spouse Heal from Your Affair and signed us up for MC. I am going to try the path of reconciliation for now. I told her that if she is sincere and does the work, I will work on it with her. I will always love her, but if I find after a long time that I can't get over the hurt and mind movies etc., I may still have to leave. I believe she does love me. I know this is maybe a long shot, but I need to try it. I think I am going to unsubscribe from here, not out of any disrespect for all of you, but because I need to focus on my journey right now. I am going to at least lurk on the as one after infidelity or whatever it is called. I can't tell you all how much I have appreciated the support you have given me. This is also new. We'll keep you posted here or likely on the other sub if I have anything worthwhile. I honestly wish you luck. I just want you to be prepared for it. It's not going to be easy. So keep your eye on the prize, you and the children. It's you guys that are the victims and the OM's family. My best wishes to you. Thank you. The best chance for R is for you to be separated for a while. You can't think clearly with her around. Take your time. You did some things right, telling his wife being the biggest, but as others have pointed out, the path you are choosing will lead to her cheating again. It is much too soon for marriage counseling. The marriage is not broken, your wife is. She needs individual counseling to understand why she was able to give herself permission to betray her husband and maintain a 15-month relationship with another man. This was not a one-night stand or a drunken fumble, this was a whole relationship. Until she can get to the root of that, reconciliation doesn't stand a chance. When you do try marriage counseling, find someone who has experience with betrayal trauma. There are a lot of hacks out there who only care about keeping the marriage together despite the mental cost to the betrayed. She didn't just betray you, she cheated on her best friend by having affair sex with her husband. You think you can reconcile with someone capable of this because of all the other factors involved in her destroying your relationship and family. You are going to try, but when the weight of what she did and most importantly why she did it, the pure selfishness of escaping her life of wife and mother, you are going to cycle through some really brutal emotions and realizations. You are going to experience some awful self-loathing as you try to allow yourself to forgive and establish some form of intimacy with your wife again, knowing she betrayed you, her children and her best friend for some escapist sex. This kind of selfishness is reprehensible, and you have to figure out how to be okay with giving someone that was willing to throw her entire life away for sex. She never intended to leave her marriage and life, she just wanted to engage in some recreational sex at the emotional expense of her family. Good luck and get yourself into IC, you will need it to navigate your feelings throughout this reconciliation attempt. You value all of the positive and negative feedback thus far. None of the points are wrong at all. You all owe me nothing, yet you have given me your honest opinion. For those of you wishing me the best, thank you. Story 3. Caught my wife cheating last week. Advice. Still feel numb from everything, honestly. Found out my wife was cheating with a guy from our gym because I had a weird gut instinct that something was wrong and found their messages of sexting and talking about getting together. I confronted my wife and she somehow tried to turn it into me being the bad guy and made promises to block him and try to work on us, saying at most they only made out in his truck. Forward, 2 days later I still feel paranoid that I didn't get the whole story. I snoop on her phone again. I find that not only did she lie to me and they had sex, she was still talking to him while I was willing to actively work on our relationship for the past 2 days. I pretty much drew the line there and said I want a divorce no matter what. Now it seems like she is trying to bribe me into forgetting this through tons of sex. I just feel like I'm losing it, and it doesn't help that we have 2 kids and 6.5 years of marriage she threw down the drain for a 2-month fling. Sorry for the long rant, just needed to get this off my chest and maybe even gain some info from people that have gone through this and how the divorce process goes. It's called love bombing. They inundate you with sex and affection. Don't fall for it. Don't have sex with her. Get checked for STDs and start looking for a lawyer. I figured it was something like that. I'm calling around for lawyers tomorrow to get the ball rolling. My goal is to do this as peacefully as possible for the kids' sake, no matter how much I want to make this difficult for her out of spite. Keep quiet while you get the ball rolling. Find your attorney, consult and get everything in order without her knowledge. Do the 180 and Grey Rock. Also, communicate the situation and the truth to your parents and hers, close friends and family, so she can't spin the narrative in her favor with lies and deceit. She's already tried to make you the bad guy. Don't think she won't go to extremes to play the victim in all of this. You don't know this person, she's not the person you fell in love with. So sorry man. Heartbreaking. I would proceed with divorce paperwork as stealthily as you can. You can be peaceful for your kids' sake, but your wife does not deserve, nor is she entitled to an easy divorce. Get your evidence and paperwork in order and have her served. The days of tackling challenges as a functional team are over. At this point you should maximize the assets you can take with you, and do everything you can to make sure you get the better end of the divorce. Good luck. What is the benefit of gathering evidence? In North Carolina, I don't think it affects custody, child support, etc. Thanks in advance. Alaska is different and infidelity can definitely affect divorce outcomes. Sounds like North Carolina has similar provisions. Alimony and support may hinge on evidence of infidelity. In North Carolina it affects a lot. Well, stop having sex and get a divorce. Either it's a deal breaker or it's not. She's betrayed you twice in unimaginable ways and your response is to have sex because she's offering to placate you? Come on man. Reconciliation would be a reasonable thing if she had been honest initially and cut contact. She did neither. She doesn't respect you at this point. I will admit I got high to deal with the stress and heartbreak and had a moment of weakness for that. It is a deal breaker for me and I plan on contacting lawyers tomorrow to get the ball rolling. Edit, your edit about the reconciliation and her actually coming out to me not happening hurt a shit ton. The fact that I had to find out through snooping and would have been kept in the dark about it if I didn't snoop ducking sucks. We hope that by sharing these stories with interested folks like you, we can help people recognize the signs of a relationship in trouble, and avoid so many of these heartbreaking situations yourselves. Have a good day or night, wherever you are.